From my point of view, people shouldn't be sentenced to death for anything. I don't care what they did. You know, there's no reason in this society that we have to kill people in order to protect ourselves from them if they really are terrible people.
Right, and there's too much of a risk that it's just going to cover up a false confession.
That's right, and there's also a risk that it's a wrongful conviction, and it's also a risk that there's also a possibility that even people who have committed horrible crimes can change. And I can't find any moral reason for keeping someone who's no threat, no danger to society behind bars. If the goal is punishment, then it makes sense. But I don't think punishment by itself accomplishes anything. The goal should be to restore people to as whole a condition as they can be restored. In the case of murder, you can't bring back somebody who's been murdered. But you can certainly make amends to the family. You can try to work with the family, and certainly the murderer can accept responsibility for what he or she did and work to overcome the disaster that he or she has created. And when people are ready to do that and they're serious about it, I think they should be released and given a chance to prove themselves. I'm not saying they should just get out of jail free without it, like a get out of jail free card, but there should be a process, what we call restorative justice, where the goal is to restore the community to a condition of wholeness after a crime, including the perpetrator, including the person responsible, starting with accepting the responsibility for what they did. And I would say that even applied to John Burge. If he would accept the responsibility for what he did, I have no desire to see him suffer just because he made other people suffer. That's a gut feeling, sure. You know, he hurt other people, he should be hurt too. But I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't think that accomplishes anything. I think if John Burge would accept the responsibility for what he did and work to make sure that the others who were involved in these tortures were also convicted and subject to prison sentences and punishment or whatever, or some restorative process, then I would say, okay, I'm ready to consider a much lighter sentence for John Burge. You know, maybe 5 years instead of 45 years. Mm-hmm. Although I'm worried he won't even get 5 years the way things are looking. But the whole system has to be changed. That's what's wrong. And, you know, we can nibble around the edges and put patches on it, but I'm concerned that it's going to take another 2 decades to get these guys out of prison. And we've got to find a way to correct this injustice now. They can't be asked to wait until they're in their 70s and 80s before they're exonerated. It's just not right.
Modern times, bitter taste. I think that we'd be better off if we had a brand new place. Modern times, bitter taste. Come on, let's start a brand new day. Yeah, let's start a brand new day. Let's start a brand new